Okay, remember what I told you. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level
Level
up.
up.
Beat it up like. Beat it up like.
All right, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to be talking about website creation, free versus paid sites, right? Where you can create your own website. I'm your host, Letitia M. I'm just going to go ahead and mute you. I'm sorry, honey. There we go. And you can unmute yourself if you have a question a little bit later, but please ask first. So that way we can get through this material, because I have several sites to show you guys on the best way that we're going to be able to get this done. So we want to make sure we spend a lot of our time learning. You may want to take notes. If you don't have time to take notes today, it's okay. This is being recorded and will be uploaded to a lot of the team sites and on our YouTube channel as well. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, it is SLM Bookings with an S at the end. And that way you can also get this recording as well. Okay, guys? All right. So I am on Team Level Up, which is part of Team Twilight. I see I have some Team Sky. What other teams do I have in the chat here? While I'm waiting to see who is with me, let's go on to the next thing, okay? So why is branding important? It actually should say, why is your own branding important, right? Team Ignite, Victoria. So the reason why your branding is important is if we only use the site that's provided by our host agency, everyone looks very the same. But when you can create your own brand, you have your own look, you can talk about the things that your agency wants to sell, right? And you have more creative control. So your offers is what the customer sees. If you're posting on social media, that's kind of what they start to see. And it's your brand, that familiarity, that is going to give them a chance to have that second look at you and drive them to your site. Your information is going to make them want to shop with you. But the interactions that you have with that client during that booking page, during those sessions that you have conversations, or just the back and forth emails, that is what's going to set your client for life. All right. So you have 30 seconds. Sometimes you have 15 seconds. You want to have at the top of your page your current promotions and a list of your other services, right? You want people to be able to see what your driving force is. They may not get that opportunity to scroll down before they move on to the next thing. So always have what's important for your clients to know about your business within that first 30 seconds. If you watch TikTok videos, if you're on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about, right? So what do you love about the sites that you visit? Most of us love the landing pages, right? We come on there and it makes it so easy for us to be able to connect, to get the information we need and kind of move on. Seeing what that person specializes in right away. So I know if you're the right service, product, whatever it is that I'm on your site for me. General services, being able to see maybe some of your additional things that you do, right? Those are extra things that is going to drive that customer to stay with you. And your promotions, I talked about that, having them clean and clear, changed out maybe every 2 weeks, once a month, so that that customer knows they always have something to look forward to. If you shop on different sites, like we know our grocery stores, right? They have weekly promotions. They may have some things that go on monthly, but they always have something that's going to bring us back. And about you. Even though a lot of the times, even on my site, I say we, agents, to make it seem fuller, bigger than what we are, I still talk about myself as the owner. And what you have to do is make sure that they connect with you, especially on social media. So when you're bridging those two things together, they want to know that they have a good connection with that person as well. So these are all good things, guys, all good things. Your Google sites. So let's take a look at this free service that you can create a website with. It's not one of my favorites because it is, it's basically a splash page. But if you have no website presence other than the website that was provided for you, this can be a good way for you to show a lot more of what you specialize in. So I'm going to stop my video here. And we're going to pull over the Google sites. So as you can see with the templates that they offer on sites.google.com, it is very basic, right? But that's okay because you can customize it to what you want to, how you want it to look. The easiest ones are things that already kind of have like a little splash on them for you. A lot of people go for that wedding one, but it's a little bit harder to change because this is them announcing their wedding, right? So I'm going to look at the salon one. And you can start with a basic site, a blank site as well. It just makes it a little bit harder, especially if you're not used to building anything. So you see they already have some things built into this site for us. And then if you go over to pages, you can see all the pages that they've already built and things that you can just adjust to fit your story. You can even move these pages around if you want them to go into different orders. You can change the theme up a bit. I think that's a bit hard. We're going to stick with simple on this one. If you rather go with, you know, the blues and the greens are very popular for travel agents. You can also change that as well. Now let's go back to the home page and you'll see how that has changed now. See, all of our wording is slightly different. When you want to make an adjustment, see how the box is highlighting for me? I can go right in here and make a change to anything that I want in the wording. So if I don't want to really change too much what's here, that's good for me. Now you can still insert different things. So if we want to embed something, we can. If we want another text box, if we need another block, I'm all about the blocks, guys. I'm all about showing different stuff. So I'm going to click on that one. It put it right under here for me. If I don't like it, I can go ahead and undo my last action. Maybe move down a little bit. Let's see if I can get it to insert. Yeah. So wherever you are in the page is where it's going to automatically insert that for you. You can also add buttons, dividers, spacers, social media links, YouTube videos, and so much more, as you can see here. Want to fill these things up? You can upload images from your drive or select an image. You can even put a YouTube video there. You would just have to search it unless you have something that you want to upload. So let's look at weddings, travel agents, and see what comes up. Should you use a travel agent to help you plan your destination? Destination weddings, what agents need to know? Destination wedding, all includes and learn more about, okay, I like this one. So you can literally kind of put whatever it is that you would like. Oh, let me mute you for a second here. You can talk afterwards unless you have something. Go ahead and put it in the chat if you have a question right now, okay? Thanks so much. And so then we can definitely go in and check different photos. I was at a baby shower recently. Put her in here. Oh, it says it's too large. It didn't like it. But as you can see, that is how you can just definitely go ahead and put something else in there. And let's see, it reloaded it. Let's make sure. Yep. And it kept my box though. So you can definitely change it to different photos. The one I selected was really large, so it didn't like it for that space. Google is very temperamental, and you also have to watch any copyright written information that you put on the site because it will comb through your site. So if you are not, let's say if you didn't get that certification from Disney to be able to use their copyright information and you have photos of Disney here, they may flag your site for it. So that's what you want to be careful for. The bottom is your footer. This is going to be on every page. So you want to make sure you have your updated information to be able to put in here. You can change the background here, and don't forget to name your site. And I'm just going to say test site for travel professionals. All right. And if I want it to be a logo here, I can go and grab a logo to place in there as well. And the favicon, anybody know what a favicon is? Not a lot. Okay. So the favicon is the little icon that you see at the top of the tab. So you see Google has like what looks like a little page. That's their favicon. But TikTok would have their little symbol. Facebook would have their Facebook symbol, so forth and so forth. So you can upload a logo, but your favicon can be a little different or scale. You want to make sure it's scaled down perfectly so that it has a good image at that top for you. You can also connect a custom domain, and they do not charge you to do that. You just have to purchase the domain. Now, Google used to sell domains, but they're no longer selling them. They're recommending Squarespace to go buy your domain names. I recommend either getting them from GoDaddy because then you can do subdomains and mass domains. You can do so many different things with it. Whereas with Squarespace, it's going to be limited and it costs a little more. It's a little cheaper at GoDaddy for the domains. You can even have an announcement banner. And this is a message that will come across your screen. And if you wanted to go to a different link, you can. You can even put in, for those of us who are smart, let's say, I'm going to say something like, if you want to go to my site to order, to book your hotel, car, or what else do we sell on Evo? I know it's the car, and airlines. So I'm going to put a button to include my Evo link. So there are a lot of different things that you can do here on their sites. You have customer testimonials. You can pop them in. But if you don't, you can just change the name of this tab. Let's see. I think I got to just double click on it. And change it to, let's say, cruises. And then you can officially make this your cruise page if you want to. The best thing to do with Google Sites is kind of stick with the format as much as possible. It is easy to delete these areas. As you can see, it popped up on the side here for me. I'm going to delete it. If I want to reorder it, I can. And we already know we can insert different areas if we need. They even have an image carousel, which is, basically just a, what is that? Like a way for you to have a slideshow on your site. You can have a table of contents, but most of the time we don't have that many things that we would need a table of contents. We can have a collapsible group, meaning, let's see if I can do that here. Oh, no, I have to edit the text there. And so this is where you'll be able to put information. And then if the person wants to see what you said, they can, like if you're answering a question, then you can have it where they click the drop down and the question is at the bottom. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and mute you guys. Sorry. Thanks so much. So this is how you would be able to quickly design a free site with Google. As I stated, it's not one of my favorite sites, but if you need a page, it is definitely a easy and free way for you to create a website utilizing their tools. Let's say you start a site and you don't like it. You can always come back out and just click on a different template and it will start a different site for you to start everything all over and get that information going. And I actually like this format a lot better. I think this catches the eye. Have something, a nice picture of a family on vacation, and then just kind of go from there. Adding anything else that you possibly need to make this a full site for yourself. And don't forget to add your social media links, which they already have at the footer for you. You can put a calendar in here, a map, slides, forms, if you want your customer to be able to fill out a form. If you already have one designed, like I already have a couple of different ones designed, then it's going to automatically take me to my spot so I can just pick one. But if you don't, you would just start from forms from scratch, and then it will be able to be uploaded to the site. So do I have any questions so far on the free sites for Google?
Hi, just wanted to know, what would a published, like finished Google site look like?
So let's just look at this one. If I click publish right here, it's going to ask me the web address. So I'm just going to say, what did I say? Training. Oh, no, I said test site. It was like, that is too long. So we'll just say test site A. All right. If I wanted to add a custom domain, I could. I'm not doing that at this time. Request public search engines to not display my site. I'm going to click that because we don't need anyone saying that. Oh, look, it says this one is already taken. So a test site agents. All right. And then we're going to hit publish. So now if we want to view that published site, you can come down to view published site. And as you can see, it doesn't look bad, right? Even though I made no changes to it. So just imagine you changed your image, the wording, everything is ready to go. This is like the cutest kid I've ever seen in my life. I just want to eat them up. Oh, look at these adorable children. But these can be photos of trips that you're offering. I, a lot of the times, go and get, yes, you can upload your own form, Carlene. And hi, Carlene. And so you can use all of this as spaces for like the flyers from, where do I get my flyers from? Not Vax. It's the other one. Vacation Express. Yeah, I get a lot of my flyers from Vacation Express because then I don't have to worry about timing or dates or anything like that, because they have everything here for us. So it's like if you kind of go to destinations, deals is a really good place to go and look. And you'll be able to see all of the different things that they have. So let's look at last minute. And then if I pick a city, I'll just grab last minute spring deals, 3 nights, all inclusive nonstop airfare from Raleigh, starting at $619. I'll grab this flyer and that's what I'll pop into the site. I created my own from scratch. I used the Google Docs and Google Forms, quickly created it. So then that way, all of my things pop up in my Google Drive, people who are filling it out. And I get emails, you know, I can check the information. If they need to change something, I can send them back to their own form to change something. It's, you know, it's easy. It's very easy. But you see, like all of these deals are really good to kind of go, right? All right, so let's take a look at the next builder, which is Squarespace. And I don't know if anybody here has a Squarespace account, but I found that I don't like them. I started designing something on here and I realized that this is a site where if you have a little bit more knowledge in creating websites, you have a little bit more time in what you want to design. And so it just, to me, it's not as friendly as they say. So let me see the information I put here for us. It's a powerful drag and drop website builder known for its attractive templates and flexible design tools. While the design process takes some time, you can build a very unique website with Squarespace. All right, and I'm just going to click on weddings and see what we have. We want to get appointments, maybe build a community, promote an event or project, sell services, and maybe publish a blog, right? Oh, and offer a content form, of course. So how would I like to get started? Choose a professionally designed website template or build from the blueprints. I'm going to go with the template. And this is what I was talking about. See, when you look at a lot of the templates they have, based on our industry, they don't have a lot. Now, if I keep scrolling down, they will have some more, but these again are people that are having a wedding, not I'm doing a wedding service. But they did have some good blog templates. I like the looks of some of these. Let's go with this one, nature. Nature. I just selected a color palette that can always be changed later. So we're going to start with this design. And again, you can always, if you're starting on a design and you're not satisfied with it, you can always delete that design and start over. So this is going to be a test site 1. And it's letting me know everything I can sell, how I can drive with branded emails and SEO tools, and managing my business by using their branded invoices. Well, it'll be my branded invoices, but it's through their site. So I don't have to come off the site. I can use my backend tools to do a lot of the invoicing and scheduling, right? So they start you off with a site that's similar to this. And if you see a spot that you want to edit, you would click on edit. This did this to me last time. There it is. And then you see now everything is highlighting, add sections are coming up. If there's anything here that I want to change, even if I want to just move this section down, swap them out, I can do that as well. If I want to add a section, it shows me all the different things that I can add into that section. So let's say I want to get some testimonials. They give you a different kind of thing that you can use. Each one of these sections are very unique in their own way. You can have some that are scrolling words. You can have some that are offset words, photos that are offset, more in line. This is more of the traditional look, right? More in line type testimonials, whichever one you're looking for. Let's go with something funky though. And I can just put one of them here, change out the photos to my customers that need be, and not have to worry about a separate testimonial for everyone if I wanted to go with a look like this. If I needed more room, I can see what the grid is, so I can be able to make more room if I need to. I can duplicate this section, or I can remove it if I don't like it. So for right now, we're going to go ahead and keep it. If I wanted to change out the image, it says edit link. Oh, here we go. Edit. Deutsch. So see here, it says replace or edit it. So let's say if we wanted to replace it, it can be from select from their library, browse their stock images, upload a file. Let's see what their stock images look like. And as you can see, they have from free to premium images. If you go to premium images, that means that you're going to be updating this site to a premium site. And I'm going to go over pricing with you for the rest of the paid services too. So you can quickly just change out whatever image that you want to change it out to be something different. And it's done. Same thing with the buttons. If you have a button that you wanted to link someplace else, edit link comes up. And you can remove whatever they have it preset to, and then change it to either a website or a page on your site. It says, or even a file. So if you wanted to add your host agency's website link, I think I have that on my site. I have my host agency's link because I'm not stupid. People will shop from different angles, and you want to give them every opportunity to do so. You never want to set yourself short. Another thing to consider when creating one of these sites is how you want your header to look. Do you want it to be kind of grayed out? Do you want it to have that endless flow? So you need to make sure that your words can be seen. Just following those rules. And what should be here first? So they have, we conserve land through outreach and restoration, but we want to make sure we're talking about either what we specialize in, and then the next things are our deals, right? Or if we have, you know, some of those cruise deals are going through, we still have some summer deals. If you want that to be your first thing, you can even add a section and talk about services. Oh, I look at how this is so funky. And you can have different things that go up there to showcase that information right away. And see how they're saying book. Your book can go to your form. Let's say if you have a link for a affiliate link, it can go to your affiliate link. Especially if that's a concert. Let's say you have 3 different concerts up here. You can have them go to golden tickets right to where that concert page is. That's what I did for the Beyonce concert. When her tickets had dropped, what was that, last year? I made sure to have that as one of the first things people came to on my site because I knew people were looking for them everywhere. So always think about your deals and promotions should be either the first or second thing right at the beginning of your site. So as you can see, it's not as hard. You can move sections around. I don't know why I moved that up, but you can move these sections around. You can change images. You can change them to videos. When you go to add a section, you have plenty of different already templated designed blocks that you can just drop right into. I don't think most of us aren't doing any donations. The portfolio page is probably a good page for us to be able to showcase a lot of those deals. That's how I do my Exotica deals. I have usually like come on some kind of slider. So yeah, so they don't have a shortage of different things. And remember to always have a really good about page. You want the client to be able to connect to you as an agent, as an agency. So these are always good steps to make sure you take. What questions do we have about Squarespace? Other than unmuting yourselves, you guys are a quiet bunch. And like I said, I'm going to show you the pricing for Squarespace once we get to the end of everything. None for me. Thank you, honey. GoDaddy sites. How many of you have played around in GoDaddy?
I have.
Fun, right? When it wants
I
to
got
be.
away from them.
Yeah, it is a bit confusing. How's it going, Mark? Good to see you. I'm glad you dropped in.
Oh, of course. I finished my training right as you were starting yours.
I
so
know.
it worked out perfectly.
So as you can see, guys, it's going to be that drag and drop features again, beautiful layouts, pictures, add-ons, all of these great things, right? If you want to start a blog, you can. If you want to set appointments, sell merch online, you can do it all with GoDaddy. I find that their prices are really fair. And you can even create a free site, but you're only limited to one page. So you'll have that one long page. Yeah, Mariah. I'm going to tell you guys a secret about GoDaddy, though. Once you complete your site and you publish it, if you go back to try to make changes, it's a little harder to move those things around. I'm actually a GoDaddy Pro and I'm a Wix Pro. So that means that they also send clients to me that are requesting help to build their sites. And I hate doing it with GoDaddy because I almost have to redo that person's whole site. When you move an element after it's published, sometimes it will shift other things. So those things don't stay in place. However, as far as websites go, they are clean and fair. And I think that and if you have your Rakuten, you see you can get some cash back, right? So let's check and see what we have. I've already selected travel for us. In GoDaddy, I just went to websites, website builder, start for free. And I selected on travel. So they're going to show me, look at these beautiful sites. Like, oh my goodness. I love this one. Let's look at this one. Start editing. And see how they're already trying to plug my name in there. They need to cut it out. Start a new site. I want to book appointments online is my main need for this, because most of the times, what do we have? They go to our vendors to pay anyway, right? So I don't need to really worry about that. And welcome to their dashboard, right? They're going to take us on a tour, but we're going to go ahead and skip it. Oh, it says 30 seconds. Yeah, we'll skip it. We'll skip it. We'll skip it. All right. So as you can see, that was not just a photo. It's a video, right? We love travel agents. We love videos. We want that customer to feel like coming to our site is taking them already. They're already starting their vacation. Yay for you, client. You see they have the typical things that we've seen on different people's sites. They have book tour. So now it's an appointment setting where we'll be able to accept online. If you want to set appointments for your clients, that's a good way to do so. Sometimes they charge a little extra more for that service. See, it does say premium, it's locked. So if you are not trying to go into the premium services, or if you're not worried about these online appointments, if you're using something else, you can also remove the page, okay? Then they have a gallery where we can do what? Upload some of those deals. Like I said, we can use the Vacation Express ones. If you're doing your mock bookings, raise your hands if you're doing your mock bookings. You can also put, when you create your flyers, you can plug them in here as well. Mariah is the only one who raised her hand. That is so sad. Everyone else says, I'm trying.
Hey, I need to be. I've been busy.
So if you click on the add as the same way, right, we can add different content right to that page. We can look at different things that they have available for us to add, blogs and newsletters, real estate. Look, Zillow reviews, I love it. Scheduling, social links, commerce, featured categories. Gift cards aren't bad, right? And return and refund policies. Sometimes we do need to do that because some of these clients need to understand that it is not about them. If you want a privacy policy and terms and conditions, I have created those things for my own website. So I definitely suggest you do. And there are a lot of free law firms that have them already created, and you plug in your information, change the wording to what you need it to be, and then you can update them to your site. If we wanted to add a new page, a link, or a new drop-down menu, you have those options here. Just like when the other sites, we can definitely change our themes, our fonts, and our buttons as well, and how they look. You can rename pages and you can duplicate a page. So if you have a gallery and you really wanted to have another gallery for, let's say if you wanted to name this one cruises, you wanted your next one to be named destination weddings, but it's going to have a very similar format. Then all you have to do is duplicate the page. New blank page. It's telling us we have to upgrade, and we're not doing that just for this, but you get the point. And remember, I was saying that basically for the free service, you'll just have this page that kind of runs on forever. So that's what they're offering. You're like, okay, so what else do you want on your page? So let's look at adding featured categories. We can look at what that says, a PayPal button. Oh, okay. I see what they're saying. So if you wanted to feature something, so for me, this might be things from Viator that I would like to do. What I don't like about the Google sites, we do have a lot of the affiliate links and affiliate embeds that we can do on our sites. And people have had a problem embedding or changing these to go to external links. So it's a little hard for you to get that customer to see some of the other things that you're selling when you can't reprogram them. Even with the premium services, they have talked to one of my clients and told them that we could not do an embed. And I don't know about you, but for me, Mark, what question do you have?
You'd have to ask me as soon as I was typing something else. Hey, on your privacy links, who did you use to get that? Or on your privacy policies, who did you use to get that? Because I used Priver for mine.
I can check to see which one I used recently. I just actually changed the company when I was working on a different person's site, and I saved it. So I do have it, and I'll be able to get to you before the end.
Thank you, because Priver is actually free, and they wrote mine for me.
Yeah, so they wrote, the one I used wrote it for me, and it was free. All I had to do was fill in certain information, and it popped everything in there. But the only thing that I wanted to change around was some of the jargon, because one of the other sites I was working on for a client, they do a lot of selling. So we had to have, we had to have certain things on there in order to get them in there. But
yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you could get that to me, that'd be great.
Absolutely.
I'm looking to revamp mine.
Oh, yeah. And as you can see, now they did include some premium features in here, and that's probably the second pages. And it says that, hey, I only have that free for 7 days. I would need to view plans in order to keep some of those things, or I would have to remove them. And like I said, and it's most likely the additional pages that they had already kind of created in here. But it's okay, because if you are looking to just have a one pager where that customer can just keep scrolling down, you can do that and not pay. Now you will have their free link. You can float your link on top of it by purchasing your domain name, and then have it masked over whatever the link they're going to give you. We can preview and see what this would look like if we published it. And it will say the Powered by GoDaddy websites and marketing if you do not upgrade to a premium service. And I don't like that, right? We don't like that. We want our customers to know that they can pay for services, we can pay for services. So, just watch it when you're doing a free site. You don't want someone else's branding on top of your site. You want your customers to know that your business isn't going anywhere, and you put in the time, the money to gain a site. And you can even see what it looks like mobilely. I think it comes out really beautiful, but only if you color in the lines. If you don't color, and I definitely will send it to you as well, right? If you do not color in the lines, then they will have a problem, and you don't want to have that problem with their sites. Now, what questions do I have for the GoDaddy sites and what you can do with them?
You mentioned a subdomain. I guess I want to know, like, how can you go about that? I guess. Yeah.
Absolutely. So with GoDaddy, if you have a domain that you want to point to your homepage, but let's say you want to create a subdomain that points directly to your blog, so that when you're throwing things on social media, you're not just saying lovestotravel.com. It can be blog.lovestotravel.com, and it be its own name. And then that way you can point it to just where you want it on that site. Or let's say you get a Disney branded site, and Disney branded gives you that crazy name, right? So then let's say if you decide to make a subdomain from your main domain, it can be disney.yourdomainname.com. So then you can put that on social media, business cards, whatever. And when people go to it, it goes right to your branded site for Disney, but still utilizing the power of that one domain name that you purchased. It does not cost you anything extra to have subdomains. However, every domain seller does not have subdomain features. And if they do, like I was saying before with Squarespace, you can make subdomains, but they don't do what's called masking. I like to be able to create a subdomain and then name it what I want people to see when they get there, and not see the ugliness of that subdomain, if that makes sense. I know that sounded like really roundabout.
Yes, it made sense. I'm just a visual learner, so if you don't mind, could you show me that or no?
I can show you that, but I would have to show you that privately, because then you would be seeing some of my customer stuff.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
No, it's not a problem. So I see Ray put his email in here. I'm going to put my email in here, guys. And that way, if you need something outside of this training, email me. Let's set up a time to connect, and then we can get it done. I hope that sounds fair to you.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
You're definitely welcome. All right, so let us come out of GoDaddy. And again, I'm going to show you guys those pricings in just a moment. Now we're going to go over to Wix. Wix is like one of my favorites. So I kind of have like this thing about it. I know a lot of people don't like it because I think since they've made a lot of changes, you don't know that. So start from a blank canvas. Unless you are a great builder with great vision, can see the end of the rainbow, I would not suggest this for especially your first or second time building a website. Now, this one start from a template. It says from a responsive layout. Again, I would not choose this one unless you're more comfortable with coding, or maybe learning as you go type thing. This one is a little bit more complicated. I've built about 3 or 4 sites on this one, and I am not a fan. But the build on the Wix editor, this is the classic way to do it, and I find it a lot easier. So you can work with an AI, or we can set up without. I have one site I'm going to show you really quickly. Oh, it's not. Hold on. Are you seeing it now? Oh, okay, okay. So we're going to go with setup without AI. We're going to look for travel. And I'm just going to say travel company, because a lot of us already use agents so much. And with this one, don't be afraid to look for something different, something outside of your niche. And the reason I say that is because, oh, wait, I don't like how they did this. We want to build a community, offer services, collect leads, share knowledge. It's like it went through with the what's the name anyway. I never got a chance to pick. We want to be able to chat, have our Instagram feed. That's going to be it for me. Okay, here we are. Start with a template. Phew. Now you can get a custom built site, but you're depending on an AI to read your mind. I would rather start with a template. And then once they bring you over to the templates, you get a world of templates to be able to see. And I'm just on one type. So if I go to all templates and you can see different things, something might resonate with you different than what they would have chosen originally. And that's why I kind of like to look at all of them, because I may not pick what they consider are the only travel agent sites. I might see something else and I can say, oh, I know how I can flip this for a customer and we're going to have fun doing it. Let's look at this electronics one. You get to all of them we got to view. This one, I'm just coming in to view it so that you guys can see how many tabs they already have, the different things that they have on the top header for you. If you are also selling products, let's say if you have an Amazon store, you can also use their store to be able to sell your Amazon products as well. Because I know that we're not just one type of seller, right? We sell travel and we can also sell the accessories or whatever that person needs. So let's go to edit this site. And then this is a bigger site. And you can still have all of these pages except for the selling aspects for free. Now, if you decide to sell on your site and you want to come out of that free stage of Wix, then you would have to upgrade. But if you're not looking to sell, then you don't have to do that. They make it so simple. They did this because they wanted to see if I wanted to do the quick actions, but I don't. And you're still asking for AI stuff. I don't want it. Come on. There we go. Okay. So you'll be able to change the header up here, your name. Oh my goodness, why are you giving me such a hard time? Anything that's here can be changed. It can change from a different photo to a video if you want. This is already on a slideshow. So you can see the different slides that they have available and change them accordingly. So we're going to go to change slide background. I'm going to change it to a video. I'll be able to see media from Wix. I can put in travel. And it'll show me all the different things that they have as far as videos go for traveling. If I don't like what they have for travel, I can say vacation. Change my video. And it's done. They scale it for me automatically. Now I can see that this isn't showing up as much as I like. If I want to put maybe a white background behind it to kind of like make sure it has that offset. I can change these, or because of the fact that they were smart enough to put this in a section, if I don't like something, I can delete it immediately if it's not something worth me editing. I can add sections. And like all the other builders, they have plenty of things for you to add. You can do something AI generated. They have another welcome section, which it doesn't have to say welcome. You can change it to what you need. Same thing with the about. You can use any of these already templated sections and then just edit them to say or do what you need it to do. You can go to quick edits. I try to stay away from that. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like it. And I can change the background to be whatever I want it to be. And if I had a team, I wanted to showcase your travel agents, I can do that right here. Yes, you can, Ray. Even so I have some of my sites are some of my domains are now through GoDaddy because I used to buy all of mine through Google what is it, Google domains, but they're no longer doing it. So I still, yep, you can connect them. And I'm gonna show you how, and just not how to connect it, but the pricing for those different things. So as you can see, building on Wix is not as scary as some people think it is. When you want to look at different pages, you can either click on the down drop here and take you to the page that you want to go and edit. And I think, yeah, and I think it's just going slow because we're on Zoom. You can then also go to your pages and menu, see all the pages that's on your site. So if you wanted to rearrange it in your menu, you can. If you wanted specific settings for it, see how right now it has like a little eyeglass that's closed, because that's letting you know that that's not on your menu. It's being hidden from your menu. There's a button though for about, all right? But you can go to the layout. It can be standard, which means it has a header and footer. But let's say you have a page that you don't want to have a header and footer. You can just say no header and footer and then put a button on here somewhere that says return to home page. You can look at permissions. If you have a page for members only where you're going to do a special travel club, you can set it for members only or password holders. Members only is easier because then password holders, if they're no longer members of your service, you have to keep changing the password. Whereas members only, you just delete them from the account. This is where you will change your SEO. So you can come in here and actually do some description for your site. Make sure that if you don't want this to say about, you can change it to what you want people to be able to see. And you can let it be indexed separately on search engines. They have advanced SEO. If you're not sure about this, either start with a Wix partner or do research before you touch anything here. In social share. So you can upload the picture that you want this page to come up as when somebody puts this page on social media. And you can have a separate description for social media itself. And I see X has their own. So if you're on Twitter, then you can come and change this separately. That's something new. I'm gonna have to go through my sites and update that. If you want to add a page, you can add a page, a link, or a section. You can even do what's called an anchor, meaning if you have a button on your site and you want, there we go. And you want people to be able to click a button and it goes to a section on that page. You can just drop an anchor first. So we're going to drop an anchor. Nope, anchor. There it is. And then you're going to name it. And I just left it at anchor 1. So then that way, if you have a button up here, you're going to go to section or anchor. And we're going to go to anchor 1, done. And if I preview this page now, trying to do it before it, there it goes. See how it takes me right to that section. So you can create that. So this is also the beauty part, guys, and I can show you this live from my own site. And I do have a prize for everyone who stayed here because I have one more site to show you guys, and I think you're going to love it. All right. So, and again, see my site. I specialize in destination weddings and honeymoons, letting my customer know that right up front before they even get in here, right? So if I wanted them to, oh yeah, and I have pop-ups for free offers. All of this is done through Wix. So if they go to Disney Adventures Instead of them taking them off of my site, I embedded that affiliate link right onto my site. This is something you cannot do with a lot of the other companies. They won't let you embed certain material. They may let you do links to them, buttons to them, but I don't want my customer to leave my site. I want them to stay on my site. Now, sandals, I did as a button, so it will take them off the site, but I can embed this on my site as well. And this is all built with Wix. So there is one more site that I want to show you guys, and it's called TravelWeber. This is for if you're like, I don't want to build my own site, but I want to have creative control of what's on it, the coloring, the details, everything. TravelWeber is a company that builds websites for travel agents. They have 3 basic packages: starter, business, and pro. Oh, wait, boink. There we go. Starter, business, and pro. And they're monthly, I think 30, 50, and 80. However, that is the cost of them building your site, hosting your site. If you don't own a domain, they purchase the domain for you, and that's just what you pay. You get to do 2 updates a month with your pricing. And with the business and pro, you can even sell. So these are, like I said, you can make changes, transition fonts, page orders. They send you the link. You go over the site. Anything you want changed before you go live, you change it. And then from that point, you get 2 changes a month. Your affiliate links and your embeds, they got it. They can do all of that for you. And if you are running a team, if you're growing and team building right now, and you're thinking about creating a website for your team, especially if you're outgrowing your platinum now, or if you want to be able to advertise your hiring needs, they even have team sites for that as well. So let's take a look at TravelWeber. And just so you guys know, I am a contractor with them too. Now, I wasn't before, but I am now. So, you know, good stuff, good stuff. So TravelWeber, again, they are revolutionizing the game. I really like what they're doing for different stuff. I wanted to come back so y'all can see that move. Yay. And I just found out today, and this is what it's like. This is good news because they have a 30% off sale right now until July. All right. They've won awards. They've been doing this for a long time. They have examples of the affiliate sites that can be embedded and so much more. This is not just all of them. They show you how it works. You basically would select the design you want, fill out your agency profile, submit, and go. All right. They have a 72-hour to 1 week complete turnaround. And as I stated, they have the starter, the business, the pro, the enterprise. They even have, like if you've built your site and you just need it hosted somewhere, you can host it with them for $10 a month instead of some of the fees that you'll see in a second. They even do blog creations for you. All right, so let's look at what you get. So here you can come and it says click on the images if you want to see demos. The $30 a month includes, if you want more details about the starter package, you can click here for more details, and they kind of break down the different pages that you can get for that. I thought that was pretty cool. And you can actually click on any of these and it will take you to a demo site where not all of the buttons function in the demo site, but it gives you enough so that you can kind of see how it looks, how it works. So this was, if you recognize this, you know that this is an embed of Viator. So this is from their starter package. That's why it's very simple, 1-pager, but it gets you to where you need to go on the site. They even have like a little toolbar here if your customer is trying to move fast through the site. they can. And then they have, you know, the business package. They have the pro package. I like the pro package. I really like this one. I don't know why. Because I think it's because the red is not something that you see on a lot of travel agency site. Weber grills. Oh my gosh. And you know, so I do know that they can do like your social media, tell your story. Again, we have some travel favorites. This company can book with a firm, so their customers, they can send them to a firm to be able to make payments for their service. Favorite things. Oh yeah, these are like live events that this company hosts. Or you can also look at different things from different countries and pull up different lists. Weber grills. So as you can see, I just like how they do different things. It looks unlike a lot of different websites, and the coloring, the order of the pages, obviously the information that's on the pages, you work with their agency to get it all done. And if you're hiring, they even can build in with certain packages a hiring section for you. And you saw how that popped up, so you can grab that person's information right away. They have information about the web of the hosting company that they work for, which I don't think is the same one we all do, especially based off of the information I see here. But at least, you know, it's showing you can show as little or as much as you want for each different section. Oh, I like that. Okay. So yeah, so let's look at, and then they have videos for their enterprise packages because, you know, that's a $1,600 package. But yeah, the $30 package right now is $21. The business package right now is $35. And the pro package is $56. And then you have buyout options after you've been a customer for 2 months. If you want to continue to maintain your own site and take it off of their server and host it yourself or whatever you want to do, you can do buyout as well. For people who go with the enterprise package, they can have their own maintenance. Remember, I talked about that hosting. Look, it's $7 right now, and the blog creation is $17. So yeah, the pricing is definitely different. But I think it's really cool because of, you know, like what you get, and it's carefree for you, and it's on sale. And I have an additional discount code for it as well. I just have to look it up. So if you're interested, I only have a discount code for 30 people that would give you an additional $10 off even their discounted price right now. I think the only thing it doesn't work on is the hosting, because that's already at $7. Ray said me. All right, so let's take a look at the cost. GoDaddy, when you first start, it's $9.99 a month for the basic. And then after a year, it goes to $11.99. You get the best savings if you pay the yearly cost. And then you can see their premium. But after your first year, it goes to $21.99. Same thing for everything else. So your first year is kind of like, you know, inexpensive. But then your second year, this is what it costs monthly. And this is yearly. Okay. Squarespace, they have 23, 33, 36, and 65. Those are their annual prices. And I think that you only get the commerce with business and up. So the only thing that you get with the personal is to be able to do your web design. You get the tools. And that's with Squarespace. With Wix, I had to make 2 slides because they have the free. They have the connect domain, connect domain and combo. You have to contact their customer service because it's not something that they openly offer anymore. But if you contact their customer service, they'll be able to assist you and still give you those plans. Right now, what you can mainly see is the business basic, business unlimited, and business VIP, and their regular unlimited. Okay. So I know that with the regular unlimited, I build a lot of sites on that. As you can see, you do get some good stuff with it, but the best one is going to be the business basics. Don't worry about the video hours. If you upload it through a blog, that's my kind of giveaway for that. But you do still get a lot of that bandwidth, and the capability to do the e-commerce kicks in at basic business. So yeah, so they're a little bit more expensive, but they're definitely worth it for everything that you can do with a Wix site. Oh, Jacqueline, good. Yeah, definitely take down my email, guys, and I'll be able to give it to you. Let me see if I can find what my code is. Give me a few moments and I'll get it. And then Travel Weber. So we know that the price is 30, 50, and 80, but right now we know that they're 30% off. And if you use my code, you get an additional 10. You have that site buyout. Again, those are going to be 30% off until July as well. So if you sign up as a customer soon, by the time you get to July, if you're ready to buy out, you can still get it for that offer. All of the sites are e-commerce except for the starter. All of the sites, they SEO configure for you. All of the sites come with hosting and domain services. So if you have not purchased your domain name, they will purchase it for you. The enterprise, they only do that for the first 2 years because that's not a per month site. That's a straight buyout. And the storage, 10, 20, 50, and unlimited. Oh yeah, hold on one second. Let me drop it in there. Travel at SL and bookings with an S. Yay, yay. There you go. All right. And so yeah, so if you want to start your own website and you need additional help, definitely contact me. But if you're looking for somebody who can, if you know what you want for your site and you just need to get it done, this might be a really good start for you as well. And then while you're paying for the service, since it's monthly, if you're building your own site on the side, at least you already have website presence. All right, guys. So again, need to be to build a site, contact me, or use one of the services that I have shown you. I have like 2 agents in the room right now that I'm so excited to see. They know that I have been sick since October. And this is my first training since coming back. So I'm just so glad to have you all here with me today.
Welcome back.
Thank you, honey. So there is a couple of things that I want to get for you guys. Estelle, yes. Carolyn, yes. Absolutely. I love you guys. But you're definitely, I'm definitely hoping that this helped kind of show you what the different sites can do and which one is probably best for you and your agency. But hold on one second.
Hold up. Beat it up like.
Hands on your knees.
Beat it up like.